shooting hoops to raise awareness about gang violence.
Phil always knew the difference between right and wrong.
The cousins of an innocent victim play for Phil to educate you. He was an innocent victim gunned down outside a Victoria nightclub last summer. UVic student Phil Truong had no gang ties and was trying to do the right thing when he was caught in the fatal crossfire of gang-style gunplay. Tonight, his cousins are launching a charity in honor of Phil to raise awareness about gang violence.
It looks like any other game of pickup basketball. But Tony Trin and his older brother Rob are shooting high, hoping to net a big victory for their cousin Phil Truong.
We're trying to honor his name. What happened to Phil was just unlucky, so we can still teach his morals because Phil always knew the difference between right and wrong.
I saw Phil, even though he was younger than me, as a role model, and I'm inspired by him. In the way he was taken, it just will never sit right with me.
Last July, Phil was shot outside a downtown nightclub. The 20-year-old UVic student had stepped in front of a friend to protect him. The friend's life was saved, but Phil succumbed to fatal gunfire. A 16-year-old and 22-year-old with ties to the Red Scorpions are charged in connection with his murder and the attempted murder of his friend.
We just want to get kids, prevent kids from being on the streets and out of the gang violence and just prevent what happened from occurring again.
The brothers are honoring Phil with the Play for Phil Foundation. It will launch Wednesday with a noon-hour basketball game between teachers and students at Spectrum, Phil's former school, where Rob has already brought his Stop the Silence Voice Against Violence speech to students.
She was crying because bullies picked on her that day, and Phil walked by, stopped, sat down with her, and for a whole hour they had a great conversation. That just made her feel so amazing,
Phil encouraged his peers to make the right choices, and Rob and Tony want to pass on that message by encouraging kids to get involved in sports.
This whole foundation, this whole organization is really near and dear to my heart, turning a negative into a positive. And it really means a lot to me.
Eventually, their charity aims to raise enough money for a summer camp in honor of Phil. Their cousin had no gang ties and had attended Saanich Police summer training camp with dreams of becoming a police officer.